I was hoping you dropped the gold piece somewhere close at the entrance. More fool me for thinking Lady Luck was on our side. Vobert gold piece, a currency minted by the Kingdom of Vobert. Or maybe she is. Yours at least. In the end, my contribution was little more than poor company. Well, I couldn't have done it without your Sundrops. Come now, Thancred. You're far more prepared for this task than I. Sundrops! Tasty. So you say, but you have a proven knack for success, regardless of circumstances. I doubt very much I could have discovered it unassisted. I only managed to survive the Kurthan wilderness and the Imperial capital by virtue of extensive preparation, a habit of mine since childhood, and one of my few positive traits which endeared me to Louisoix, I imagine. If I hadn't, it hasn't been easy finding ways to compensate for my condition. Every tool and trinket has proven vital to my continued success, such as it is. Had I chosen to pursue the arcane arts rather than espionage, well, I'd rather not think on it. So long as I have the means to protect those dear to me, and to see my duties through, that's all that matters. Now, let's get back to Guthjohn. The sooner we get back to Uranche and Minfilia, the better. By get back, do you mean he's right there? I'd rather not stay here any longer than necessary. Let's get going. You're back. Wait, does that mean? Indeed it does. I'll be damned, you actually found it. Well, a deal's a deal. Don't think this means you'll find what you're after. Oh, I forgot to change again. Perhaps our luck really is starting to turn around. Yeah, in the last, several quests ago, there was another one that was green paint. Why? Why paint? A dirty job. Luckily for you, Guthjohn is a man of his word. To be honest, I wasn't sure you could pull it off. But you did, and I'm a man of my word. Come with me. Dice. And then I ran into a wall. I hope you waited for the Sundrops to wear off. They work wonders in the dark, but in the light of day, they'll only bring you pain. Well, I don't know if I'd call this dear, but yes. Also, it wore off earlier. I wish I'd not had it wear off just to see if anything happened. But I doubt it. Ah! That is bloody bright. Every time I step out of those mines, the sky seems to get brighter. I'd never leave them if the air weren't so stale. But you're not come to hear my grievances. You're after Leonine. First, I have to ask, you ever heard of rockworms? Rockworms? I know them by another name, though I'm fairly certain locals call them knockers. Aye, that they do. Whatever you want to call them, those little bastards may be the answer to your troubles. They can fit through cracks and crevices down there we could never hope to reach. And on occasion, they come back with something valuable. They dig up leonine in the mines? It's a rare occurrence, but yes, That said, it usually amounts to no more than a few flicks. Well, the only other option sounds tantamount to suicide. So, how can we draw out these rockworms? Over by that shack, you'll find a bag full of smoke bombs. Set off a few in the mines, and you'll flush them out in no time. Once they're out in the open, knock them senseless and check their backs. I should warn you that this method of mining... if you can even call it that, is used as a last resort on account of what little they like to bring back. You'll want to cover as much ground as you can if you hope to find anything of value. Assuming you do find anything, bring it here and I'll have a look. We should split up if we're to cover more ground as he suggests. If you can cover these 3 areas on your map, I'll see to the parts between them. Wait a minute. The smoke bombs are on top of the crates next to the shack just over yonder. You can't miss them. I know what you mean about coming out and it feeling like it was brighter. Supplies! Okay, I thought there was going to be a battle. The accurate smoke from bombs such as this is set to drive knockers into a frenzy. How did you not see me? Whatever. The air in the mines was thick with smoke. Nearby you hear the soft rumbling of stone. Ah, so that person I just saw back there was doing the same quest. Alright. 2 out of 7. I've got to admit, the giant fires of death are pretty satisfying. Here's the one that I saw the person at. Gave up. There's a good boy. Do 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 do. Nice. Also, that route that I took quite nicely led us straight back to where we need to go. I found my fair share of rocks. Hopefully it's leonine, or hopefully there's leonine amongst them. There you are. Find anything promising? I found 7 glittering rocks. A clump of rock taken from the hide of a knockout. Let me tell you, there was more than a pair of knockers. Brunch. Between the two of you, I'd say you've got quite the haul. Best get comfortable, friend. It's going to take time for me to sift through all of this.
You may not remember this about Arminfilia, but prior to founding the Path of the 12, long before the Scions, she was something of a miner. After her father died, Flamine took her in and taught her the trade. I think they were both seeking to fill the void left by a loved one. Maybe that's why she took to it so readily. Back in those days, I spent most of my time in the Quicksand, or some other tavern, loosening tongues and gathering secrets. Occasionally, I'd catch a glimpse of her in the street, on her way home after another hard day's work. I always felt a wave of relief when I saw she'd come back safe, along with a pang of guilt at the fact I wasn't there to support her as I should have been. Simply speaking with her more than once in a blue moon would have been a good start, but I could never bring myself to do it. Instead, I threw myself into my work and became every drunkard's best friend.
I can't imagine she thought too highly of you back then. Not your finest hour, to say the least. I can't... Neither of those are really nice things to say. Let's go for the nicer one. Not your finest hour, to say the least.
Far from it, and Flamine has never let me live it down. But that was a lifetime ago. Here and now I have another chance to do things right, and I will not squander it again.
Hey! Come and see what I found! You're not going to believe this!
Tell me it's Leonine.
It is at that. You lot were born lucky. It's mostly broken pieces. But look at this.
This is a rather fine specimen.
It's been decades since we found anything approaching this big. But that's not all. There's an engraving on it.
Ah, these scratches here. They're a little hard to make out. To my beloved Magnus and Schoolie.
Yes! Do you see? It was a gift to Magnus from his wife. She found it. She really found it. She must have spent her final hours carving this message into the stone, in the hope that he might see it one day. Those rock-backed bastards must have made off with it before we could clear a path to her. It's fate that brought you here to find this stone. No other explanation. It makes me wonder what else might still be buried in these parts.
Do I go for the die or the money? The die or the money? I just can't seem to choose. Should I take the die or the money? I guess we'll never know. I had hoped we would find Leonine, but to find that particular specimen is nothing short of a miracle. Have a heart. John is still reeling from your miraculous find. I wouldn't believe it had I not seen it for myself. Before you set it in the Talos, would you take it to Magnus? For 3 long years, he's believed she died for nothing. He must know the truth, that her sacrifice was not in vain. We'll take it straight to him, you have my word. Thank you, Goose John, for all your help. Right then, let's not keep everyone waiting. I mean, there's a joke in there about like veins of ore and not in vein, and like it's a bit bad taste. Ah, bugger off. That's kind of a double negative, an elderly miner. Gods, what do we say? What? Oh, it's you. If you've come to complain about the trolley, you'll find no sympathy from me. I told you before it won't run, and you wouldn't listen. But it will, now that we have this. Your name is engraved on it, along with your son's. It was a gift from your wife, Magnus, from Agna. No, she couldn't have. Agna. Take it. Do with it what you will. Are you certain? It would delay our plans, but... I said take it. It was you who found it, you who needs it. Looking at that stone, all I can see is... Please, just leave me be. I hope you'll be there when the Talos stirs to life. I'm sure she'd want you to see it. Would you do the honors of delivering this to Urianger? I wondered if you could get through those gaps. That would be new. That is an invisible wall. Sorry I couldn't be of more help. By the sounds of it, you have a knack for handling strange requests. On the bright side, Urianger taught me a lot about the Talos and their hearts. I think I can help if they need further repairs. Or repaired? Whatever. Finally, we can move on to Nabatharang. Assuming this works, of course. You fine, Leonine? Truly? Then what are we waiting for? Let's get that trolley moving. I'm guessing it must be this. Well, there's two of them, but I'm guessing these are the trolleys you're talking about. You what? By the gods! I didn't think it possible. Beep boop. Thou art returned. With Leonine it would seem. As promised, the Talos has been made ready to receive its heart, thanks in no small part to Jerk, Thaf and Minfilia. I know it's like Jerick, but mine's funnier. At last we shall return time to the timeless, the sentinel of stone, that we may press on towards Nabatharang. A rare mineral used to power the Talos in the hills of Amber. Talos. Very good. Now let us begin.